I'm here in San Jose with John, who is the founder and president of Tesla Owners Silicon Valley. Thank you for joining us today.
Yeah, thanks for coming to where I live. It's been a pleasure to watch you online and just see you, from an APAC perspective, just talking about Tesla and just all the stuff that's going on there. And it's much needed in the community. I mean, there's so many people that still don't know about what Tesla is and what they're doing. So thank you for all you do.
John is an iconic member of the Tesla community. He's been around for many years. He interviewed Elon Musk last year. They're organizing a big event next month where May Musk will be joining. So in this video, we'll talk a little bit more about how all of this began and what next month's event, the Tesla Takeover, holds for all of us. So click subscribe to stay updated to more videos on Tesla. Tell us a bit more about yourself and how all this began.
Yeah, so I work in tech by day, tech finance specifically by day. And so it was actually my wife. I was telling you about that a little bit earlier, but my wife was telling me about Tesla specifically. And the Model 3 was coming out in 2018. It had started, I think, deliveries in 2017. And I was looking to get into an electric vehicle that had the carpool lane. Traffic is horrible in the Bay Area. So she told me about it. And next thing I know, I bought a Model 3. And like many people, when you get into a Tesla for the very first time, it really changes your life, right? Because I was driving about 70 miles a day, almost 2 hours. So to be able to have something that had full self-driving and autopilot was a complete game changer. So shout out to the wife for telling me about that. But when I got the car, it was a very small community at that time. It was still one of those things when you're driving around. Oh, I see a Model 3. Like, is that a Model 3? And so I got on Twitter because that's where Elon was. And literally the first tweet on our club account, actually I started as a personal account, was where are all the Tesla owners in the Silicon Valley? That's literally the first tweet.
All right.
And next thing I know, I found out about the Owners Program, which is it's a program that is run by Tesla. We are an independent organization, but we're a Tesla partner, and found out about the program, did all the requirements, and on Twitter for some reason back in, I think it was October of 2018 when we started the club, Elon just started interacting with the account from 2018, and I still remember the first tweet that he liked. But from that, we've grown into now the largest club in all of North America with over 6,000 members. We just passed a million followers across all of our social, with Twitter and TikTok being the two biggest ones. So it's been one of those things where as you've done a big tour around California and meeting all the people, that's really what the Tesla community is. It's just you don't have to have a lot in common with them. Just being a Tesla owner, you could sit and talk to them for hours. And that's how the community is. No one is following this company like they are Tesla, right? It's just one of the most unique things about the company. The company has the Cinderella story where they almost died, and then they're now, today they just announced the GM partnership.
Exactly.
The standard for charging is going to become the NACS, which is the Tesla adapter. So it's pretty incredible. But yeah, so it started from, simply my wife telling me about the car and about the company, to then starting the club, and the rest is history. And yeah, we had an awesome privilege last year to talk with Elon for 4 hours, which I think is one of the top longest interviews I think he's ever done.
Agree.
And then we have the privilege of having May Musk, his mom, come in to the Tesla Takeover in San Luis Obispo on July 29th through the 30th. So, and a lot of other Tesla personalities like Sandy Munro, Kim Java, Farzad, Tesla Joy, and many others that are just going to make the event awesome. This is the third year that we've done it.
This is a brilliant opportunity to meet a lot of people in the community. As John mentioned, this is the largest Tesla gathering in North America.
Yeah.
And you can find a link down for the event in the video description. Invites and tickets are still open until later this month.
Until you can literally roll up and buy tickets if you want.
So actually, if you're watching this from Singapore, Malaysia, Thailand, you're visiting US for work, for family holiday, you have some time, come visit.
Yep. Definitely.
You all talk about how Tesla started as an underdog story.
Yeah.
They almost went through bankruptcy, a lot of tough times. People were laughing at EVs, but right now, EVs are mainstream. Definitely in California, in more parts of the world. What's the mission today? What keeps you going for the years to come?
I would say Tesla is in a very unique place where we're still in the first or second inning of the company. As much as the Model Y just became the best-selling car in the world as of Q1, but again, that's just Q1. And what was number two was the Toyota Corolla, which has been around for what, 20, 30 years. So people are like, well, it's the best-selling car, now what? It's like, well, this is just the beginning, right? And again, the price of a Model Y is almost 2x the price of a Toyota Corolla. So for me personally, this company is going to do so much, right? The company is a bunch of startups within one. It's not just an AI company. It's not just a charging solar battery company. It's not just a car company. There's so many things that they're doing. And so really we're just at the start of it. And so for me, there's not many other companies that have a beautiful product roadmap like Tesla. I know they're going to probably release more products this year, maybe even Giga Spain announcement coming as well.
Possibly.
Yeah, possibly. So there's just a lot that this company is going to be accomplishing in the next 5 to 10 years. And I actually was the first public beta tester for FSD in the US.
Wow.
So me and Tesla Raj had the first experience of turning on full self-driving and being able to literally drive to Target. And imagine your very first time turning it on in small towns or small streets, and you don't really know what this car is going to do. And so, so there's just a lot ahead of this company that we could spend hours talking about. That just gets me really excited. But I would say also too, what's really special about Tesla is the community. Like you and I didn't know, we just met each other probably 10, 15 minutes ago, maybe exchanged a couple of DMs. But the Tesla community, you can go anywhere, especially because of, I run this club. I can go to any country where Tesla's sold, and there's probably a Tesla club there, and I can meet them. I was in Austria last year. They held me for their Silence rally, and it was just such an amazing trip. They put me up, and I felt like I had family pretty much wherever you go.
It is very inspiring. We were in Germany last year as well for the Giga Berlin opening. And the German Owners Club and all the other clubs in Norway, they were really kind hosts to us.
Yeah.
So definitely feel like one family.
Yeah.
I also feel that for many people like you, it's not just Tesla that draws you in, but the whole suite of Elon Musk companies. You
Yep.
recently brought your kids to watch the Starship test flight.
Yeah. So it's kind of, when I started the club, I was like, I just want to be Tesla. I don't care about the space stuff. But then it's just more of like, both companies almost had the same story. In 2008, they almost both went bankrupt. And SpaceX was completely overlooked by all the other rocket companies like Boeing and some of these other companies, Blue Origin, all of, even NASA, was just really overlooked. And they've had the same story. So it's kind of one of those things where, you kind of, if you got drawn in on one thing that, Elon is kind of built, you kind of get drawn into everything. So it's been definitely become a Twitter fan, become a SpaceX fan and a Tesla fan, just because of really the unique story that Elon's had with starting these companies. And again, going from almost bankruptcy. And he also, excluding Twitter, he picked the two hardest industries to break into and the most capital intensive industries. Right. Making a car company at the time and a space company.
That's right.
So that's you just don't get drawn into that. But yeah, we experienced the rocket launch for the Starship. It's bigger than the Statue of Liberty, which is huge.
It's insane.
So it was definitely just really, really, really cool to witness that. And it flew for almost 4.5 to 5 minutes, when the goal was just to see it not blow up in the launch pad.
That's right. So
the fact that it went up, it's crazy. So yeah, I brought my daughter, and she actually took one of the videos a couple of those videos went viral. And it was just really, really cool experience to just, really also make your family a part of it as well.
Agree. We hope to bring my family to see the first manned mission of Starship, hopefully by late next year. John, thank you so much for inspiring us.
Of course.
I just learned a lot just meeting you, and there's so much more to come. As John mentioned, Tesla is just at its first innings. The story has a lot more chapters to unfold. So you can actually subscribe to Tesla Owner Silicon Valley on Twitter. Elon Musk subscribes to this channel.
Yeah, 1 out of 83 people. It's been a huge and awesome ride. So, but yeah, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for all you do for the community. I'm glad that California showed you well as far as the Tesla community. It seems like you were pretty much meeting everyone that I know in the community in California. So I know it didn't work out initially, but I'm glad, towards the end of your trip, we were able to meet.
Yes, and thank you so much for making a time. I'm very thankful for the kindness and generosity of everyone we've met. So whether it's someone like John or just now in the supercharger, there were two fans just on their Model Y saying, "Hi, are you on YouTube?" So it's a very small world.
Yeah,
it's a very small
totally.
world.
That's awesome. Yeah.
If you found this video useful, please click the like button. You'll find links to join Tesla Takeover down in the video description. It is open for the next 2 months. Please come say hi to meet some new friends.
Yeah.
Click subscribe, stay updated to more videos on Tesla.